mid-afternoon to early evening video. Why did I just lean in to say something? This is Irish Wilkes. Irish Wilk. I'm here because I'm concerned about the flu season. Not so much for myself, but my sister. She has a history of pneumonia, couple years running, and then also COVID. We both got it. I think she first got it before they announced COVID-19, so it was early 2020, and they didn't, we took her to the urgent care, and they didn't know what it was. They said that it didn't look like a flu, that they had, the flu shot for, since there's so many different strains. She got really sick, and she had to have one of those breathing machines, and it took her a long time to get better. And we thought it was just a really bad flu or slight pneumonia, but and she did get over it. But subsequently in 2021, I think it was December, she got COVID. Was it 2021? I think it was. Is it 2020? No, it must have been 22, because it was a year after it was announced. 1920. Yeah, no, maybe it was 21. Who knows? Who knows time? Anyway, I'm really concerned about her, and I am going to be testing Ivermectin. We both got it. I think it was in 2021. No, December. Because I went to a naturopath and was prescribed Ivermectin along with a round of vitamin A, D, quercetin, I think C. There might have been another one. There was zinc also. So that plus Ivermectin tablets. And at the point of taking the Ivermectin, Nancy was really sick. And so she spoke to the naturopath on the phone and was also prescribed Ivermectin. And I had COVID, so I had to call in and take the 10 days off, with the tests, with the COVID. It was the COVID. And for me, it was just my experience with COVID was I was really tired. Food didn't taste good. Drinking water, I was reminded of what I would think sewage would taste like. The water was disgusting. And it was good water, regular bottled water. I don't think we had the reversed osmosis yet. But I took, as soon as I went and got the Ivermectin, within a day, I started feeling better, and same with her. She completely turned around and felt better. Within 2 days, she was fine. So we had already been experiencing symptoms she had for over a week, and she had gone to, she had gone to the urgent care, and her temperature was 103. She had the breathing machine, all these medications. She denied going in. She wouldn't get a shot. I haven't been vaccinated. I'm just using my natural immune system for viruses and flus and stuff like that, and I'm fine. I didn't get really sick, but I was like for a day or 2 days, I really didn't care about anything. I was like, I don't even want to do anything. I don't want to do anything at all. I'm just going to lay here. And I was like, I'm going to work too, and I'll let you know how many hours I'm sick throughout this 10-day period, because that was when everybody had to wait 10 days, or 10 days and have a negative test. And that was also when we had been receiving from the that website .gov, something.gov, and they would send the free tests out. So the tests were free. I just got over it. The Ivermectin really worked for me, and it worked for my sister. So every year since then, she's gotten pneumonia. And last year she was in the hospital for almost 2 weeks with pneumonia. so she has a history of being slightly overweight and smoking. So my mom had emphysema and passed away from that back in 1992 or no 94. That was many years ago, but I don't want that to happen to my sister. She's a former smoker, and so I think her lungs are damaged, and so she's more susceptible to contracting pneumonia, flu bugs, for the flu turning into bronchitis or something like that. So what I did today, was buy this. Now I know you think I'm crazy, or maybe not, because a lot of people have been using this. I did already take a small dosage of it earlier. I was going to do it on a video, but I was so kind of freaking out, thinking to myself, do I really know how much to take? And so it's very easy. What you do is you convert the weight that you are, and I'm about 150. So there's on here, there are, I think, can we see them? Let me get my glasses on. This is really serious. I'm really worried. I don't want my sister to get sick this year and end up in the hospital or worse. And also, if you can be prescribed ivermectin, but like a bottle of 10 pills, or a flu amount of pills, which is 7 to 10 of them, you take them, I think, for 7 days or 10. I can't remember. It's been a couple years. That was almost $90. That was about $90 for that, and that is just ridiculous. This, which is based on the weight of a creature. These happen to be, of course, for the horses, and I think one of these is about 1 dose for a horse. I'm not really sure, but on the side, that doesn't matter because I just want 150. So here it is, like right here. You can see those numbers: 500, 250, 750, 1,000. So I took it up to the point that it's at, which is like, I think not even 150. So I just wanted to check it out and test it. And it was just a small, since I only did about maybe 50 pounds worth, maybe I'll do a little bit because it didn't do anything. So what you do here is you bring this down and you can twist it, which I only want it to go just a little bit more, like that. And then it stays there. And then you take the cap off. I don't know if you guys are going to think I'm crazy. And then you just push it out like this. So I'm just going to do a little bit more. But, I mean, it's going to stop there, but I don't even think I'm going to do that much. I'm just going to do a little bit more because I'm paranoid. Oh well, let's just do it. Okay, so this is a small back of the throat. Swallow. There, done. So I actually just did 150 pounds worth, maybe a little bit more, because I might be a little bit more than 150. Because I put it at the back of the throat, my tongue didn't taste it, but I do taste a sense of bitterness at the back of my throat. So this is apple flavored. This is the first day, and let's see what the symptoms are. I had no symptoms. I didn't feel like, nauseous or vomiting or anything like that, but I did just take some more. So we'll see what happens. Nothing's going to happen. I just want to make sure that me taking it, no, I don't have the flu, but this is good for any kind of a bacterium, any kind of anything. And I just think it's going to be fine. I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts? What do you think about this? I'll let you know how I feel tomorrow, but this was just a short video to talk about How I don't want to get. I want to try and see. I just want to make sure this is okay for a human, and I'm sure it is because I was looking at several videos. Um, we all research. I've taken ivermectin before with no, only just in the pill form, so I have already had it in my system, and all it did was get rid of COVID, get rid of that virus, the HDNA, rDNA. So there you go. Maybe you think I'm odd or not. What do you think? What are your thoughts? I was going to take this a long time ago and I was too chicken. I was going to do a live stream and I was too chicken. So now I'm getting my courage up, especially when I know it's going to be all right. So I was going to do a live tonight, but I have to go to the gym. So maybe tomorrow. But why do I even say anything at all? Maybe what I'll do is I'll notify, and if anybody wants to hop on, they can. So that's it for now. Um, these other videos these kinds of videos that I'm going to be doing, which are not haul related, is what I was talking about when I talked about I wanted to start doing new content. Let's see here. I think I even have some notes. I had notes. Oh, I still do. Still do. Still do. So there are some simple things that we can do to be healthy, or at least be that much healthier, especially when we are not taking complete care of ourselves. And one of the things is to drink clean water. I think we all drink clean water nowadays. Not a lot of people drink tap water unless they know that the water is pure. And I do know that, especially someone like Material Mom Angela, she drinks tap water, but she lives, I think, in Wyoming, in Grover, or is it Colorado? Anyway, she's in the beautiful mountains. If you haven't watched any of her videos, she's awesome. I love how real she is. She's so genuine. She's so interesting and funny, and her life is filled with family and their adventures. But she drinks tap water, but her water is clean. I'm going to be going to New Jersey next week, and my sister, she lives in Long Valley, on top of a mountain, and it's kind of like a schooly mountain, but she drinks tap water, and it's clean. I think it feels clean, but we also drink bottled water. What do you do? Do you ever drink tap water anymore? Because it's become almost a habit, and also a point of discernment. Not discernment. That's not the right word. Just analysis in your mind, going over the thought of water, clean, pure, whatever, not clean, what's in the water, what are we dumping down the drain, and is that getting into our water supply? Because we actually, there have been studies that the water is not always as pure. So there's always that question. And then at the same time, if you buy water bottles, there are nanoparticles of plastic in the water, that eke through that thin plastic, which is also not good. So we have to constantly be aware of what we're ingesting. So that's one thing that we can do, is to make sure that we're drinking clean water. I actually have reverse osmosis right now. So I'm drinking my tap water through a filtering process. I don't think that there's any way to really get away from that, especially since there's pollutants in the air anyway. So as long as if we're doing the RO water, we also need to make sure that we're getting minerals. So I was watching Doug and Stacy on Living Off the Grid last night, and they were talking about copper containers and how we get minerals out of that copper, and how it's a good idea to use natural drinking vessels such as copper, glass, I don't know glass, how natural glass is, but it's a lot better than styrofoam or plastic or anything like that. Another thing, another thing, and this is what I do, eat less if you have to spend more money to get more pure ingredients. That's what I'm doing. I am shopping and being a very discerning shopper. I'm using that word again, yes. Discriminating shopper, actually. I am making sure that it is at the very least organic. And I'm going to write that down because I think that sometimes that word portrays something more pure than perhaps it might be. It might not be quite as pure as we think. So I'm going to look into the definition of organic to see exactly what we're dealing with when they put that on the package. I mean, the best way to buy produce and meats is from the farm, from a farm that is not very commercialized, perhaps, where they're mass producing food and meats to the public. Because I think what happens is they use the pesticides to make sure that the produce that they grow, the fruits and the vegetables, are more likely to be good and not, there won't be any insects getting into them. But at the same time, we're ingesting everything that's sprayed on or put on the vegetables and the fruits. So what I do is I spend a little bit more money and I just shop at Sprouts, and I don't shop at Whole Foods, but that might be another good place to go if there's any kind of a stand, which I'm in Phoenix, so there's not a lot of fruit and vegetable stands unless you research it and drive out somewhere, which I've done. It's a lot more expensive, but it is, what you're buying because you're kind of going to the source, which is always better. The third thing and the final thing this is a short video, which is now lasting a little bit longer. The third thing is kinship between us, stepping over the fault lines. Now, fault lines, I heard that somebody else kind of put it that way. And it's like was it Rodney King back in LA what was that? In the 90s? Can't we all just get along? I think it's really important that we view others around us, friends, family, strangers, in a respectful way. Try not to judge. Try not to come from just your paradigm, your reality, your truth, and understand that everybody is living their own life and their own experiences based on things that have happened to them or things that they have made happen. So when you're feeling a certain way, it doesn't necessarily mean that somebody can commiserate or empathize or understand your point of view. So if we can kind of keep that in the back of our heads, we can maybe understand our differences a little bit better and maybe allow others to be whatever they want to be, or how it. Sometimes somebody is just trying to talk to you because they need to get their point out. And it's not so much that you need to solve their problem. It's not so much that you need to offer an exchange back and forth. They just need someone to talk to. And I've found that in my life in several instances where there are people that I think they don't really have a lot of time to have exchange, or they don't have the opportunity to be out in the public as much as someone maybe like me, who I'm out a lot. I go to the gym, I go to meetings, I go to work. I work at home and I work in the office, so I have a lot of opportunity to have discussions with people out in the world. Sometimes people just need you to listen for a little while so they can feel that companionship, kinship, acceptance, that they're being heard. So that's the third thing and the final thing that I have. So what are your thoughts about all of this? I wanted to do a little video, just a regular general one, and this is it for today. It is 6:07 p.m. on Tuesday, And today, what is the date? The 12th. Did I just do that? I'm not even wearing glasses. Do you know when you have glasses on that have a bifocal? That's what I just did. And I don't need to do that. I'm actually wearing contacts. I also have these glasses, which I bought at Walgreens about 4 years ago. Oh, did you hear that? Sally's home. She's been at work, and Andy, her daughter, is exclaiming and jumping, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy!" Anyway, these are pretty cool glasses. They're like as seen on TV. They look like, not very good, but they adjust to whatever your vision needs. And so I'm going to use these from now on, for when I'm doing hauls and things like that. Okay, so that's it. Another thing I'm going to be talking about in the future is this natural medicine from herbs and such. So I'm going to start reading this book, and I'll pull out the points. I don't know whether I can read any of this, whether it's infringing or anything, whether that's allowed to do. Some people do. They read. They do book clubs online, so I might be able to do that, but I don't know whether you'd like to hear any of that. So that's it. Signing off for now. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you can share your thoughts about what I've just shared to you, and I hope that you like or subscribe and keep coming back as I grow this channel. So I know that there's Temu coming, so there'll be hauls. I do have to do some shopping, so there'll be that too. But this is going to be a part of my videos during the week. I wanted to try and do one a day, and I've been trying to do that for a long time. So far I've been pretty consistent since a few days ago, every day. So I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for being my new friends, and I really appreciate you. So with that, I will end this for now. Ta-ta. Love and hug.